I wanted to share how I cut and trim various lines in running rigging. If I have electricity and have time, I like to use this hot knife. Makes a quick, clean cut, and then you just form it, and you're good to go. I love to do that, but sometimes you're at the dock, you don't have electricity, so another way to do it is if you have a frayed line or you got to cut a line, I would take rigging tape. And here I'm just doing the end, but sometimes you have a frayed end and you don't have electricity, you don't have the hot knife. So I'll put, maybe 3/4 of an inch to an inch and a half, depending on the line. I'll roll around nice and tight. And if you're cutting it, you can do the same thing. You can do this in the middle of the line or wherever you need to cut, wrap it a couple of times, and then cut it. That way you get a clean cut. Like right here, I'm cutting it like if I was cutting it in half, and get a nice clean cut. And that holds. I've done, in racing and recreational sailing, that holds very well. Next step is if I think about it and I have my tool bag with me and I have a frayed line like that, I just take the propane torch, and sometimes I'll wear a glove, and I'll just heat that up really quick, and then here I just roll it around. The main thing is to get it to all melt. There I'm forming it with my hand, you can't see it. And that's fine. I got a bunch of lines like that too. It's quick, I don't have to use any tape, and get on the water and start sailing. The next is a frayed line, and I'm going to do not only tape it, I'm going to seal the end. I've noticed on small line, 6 millimeter, 5 millimeter, 4 millimeter, it's not a problem. You start getting up to 10 and more, some of the big heavy line for jib and main, I do this. I'll tape it, and then seal it on the end. I'm going to cut it off just a little bit. Small line is not a problem. The bigger line, it has a tendency to still want to fray, so I'll seal it with a torch. Just really quickly, just touch it, and then there you go. Not pretty, but it's very quick. And if you're on the boat and you get ready to go racing or sailing, you can do this really quickly. The final, which is something I saw another YouTube video, is they're using shrink tubing. I haven't done a lot of this yet, but I do want to go through and clean up some of my running rigging, stuff for travelers and vangs and stuff like that, and color code it. Here I've got a kit that's just, I wanted to get green, but I'm having a hard time finding green. Green for starboard and red for port. But you can also use white, and then you can take a Sharpie. And then the heat gun, I got the cheapest one I could find. This is a Wagner. I got it for, I think, about 24 bucks. But there's links to all the products. I do get a small commission, but this is not a sponsored video. It's just me sharing my passion for sailing. And I hope that helps. That shows the end there after I cut it. Please subscribe, and I'll keep the videos coming. Thank you.